But for now, we're going to rank our top 10 esports decals that have just been added to the game. Hey, Toastie, sorry about that. I was doing an intro, or I was answering questions about the Twitch leak. Everybody spam 1 in chat if Toastie's loud enough. Toastie, say something again.
Hello, my name's Toastie. You might remember me from such YouTube videos as
Fastest Rock League goal world record. And
drop shot, destroy all the floor.
Destroy
Let's
the
go.
whole floor. The crazy thing about that video is that when it first came up, or when I first uploaded it, it got pretty normal views for my channel, and then it just suddenly took off and it has over 1 million now. But I'm actually so happy that it has over 1 million, because that's one of the funniest videos, one of the funniest streams that I think I've ever done. Okay, Toastie, you're having a bit of problems with your list because you couldn't decide. I mean, I only looked at Octane decals. You looked at every decal, I hear.
Well,
So it's a bit harder for you.
I cut it down to Octane now, so it's
Okay. Okay. So I think the way we should do this is go turnabout, revealing, like, I'll reveal my 10th favorite decal, and then you reveal your 10th favorite decal, and we can just go one by one, and then chat can decide who's accurate.
How are you showing, like, what decal?
Well, I've made presets for all of them, but if you're just looking at them in the shop, that's fine as well. I have them all, so I could probably, like, show it on stream. Well, I have all the Octane decals. I don't have any of the other ones, but you're only using Octane as well now, so I could show them on my stream if you tell me what it is. I'll just change the preset. But I'll go first. So, okay. I tried to give some love to decals and give some love to orgs who really, went for something unique. And I'll be honest, I didn't like this one initially, but it grew on me, and I think it does look a lot better in game than it did in the poster. So at number 10, I've got the Dignitas decal, the cheese decal. I don't know, I think it looks pretty good. You liked this one initially, right, Toastie?
Yeah, and when I seen it in game, I actually changed my mind again, and it is actually really nice.
Yeah, I like it. It's just clean in game, and I had to, if it wasn't a completely unique color, I don't think I would have it in my top 10. But there's no decal like this, and I think uniqueness is something to be desired for esports decals, because if the teams are going to play with their decals in RLCS, it's good if they can stand out, and this one absolutely stands out pretty well for me. But if you've got this one on your list, don't reveal where yet, of course.
Right.
What do you have? What do you have number 10? I'll show it if I've not got it.
So, well, I actually thought that as well when you said Dignitas. Like, you know how with the Dominus and the Fennec, they all go together. Like, they're all perfectly in sync. Know what I mean? So it's definitely good when teams use that in the actual streams. Right. Number 10 for me is version 1.
To what? 10 version 1?
Version 1. It is there. It's number 10. It was in my S tier. And then it fell all the way down. Oh, God. Right. I'll explain.
Okay. You got some explaining to do.
I mean, it's quite simple. Everyone should be agreeing with me.
What do you mean?
Right, so see the purple?
Yeah.
Right? The purple just does not bounce out as much as it did in the picture that we seen.
Oh, you want it to be shiny?
That needs to be gloss.
Nah, man, the matte finish though.
So nice. It looked so nice in the picture, and then as soon as I seen it, like in game, I was like, this looks so dull.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like the anodized versus glossy versus matte discussion is going to be quite a common one when you're talking about decals, but not just us, but anyone. Because some people are big fans of the glossy, some people are big fans of the matte. I said in our tier list the other day, I like the matte finish a lot. So this is this is so clean. I like it a lot.
So you know how obviously our what's it called, tier list?
Yeah.
I had quite a lot of colourful cars up the top.
Yeah.
I mean, I do still have colourful cars in top 10, but it's so different from my tier list, man.
Really, you've changed it up?
I think you're going to be shocked. I think chat might be shocked as well if they watch the tier list video.
Yeah. Okay.
Or stream.
Well, let's go for the next one then. C Savage, thanks for the 56-month year one, by the way. That's insane. Appreciate it. So my number 9 is going to be. Okay, yeah. I actually forgot what it was, but I've gone to it now. It's Ground Zero. Ground Zero number 9. I feel like they
Number
get
9?
bonus points
Oh.
for being green or having green on it. That's a more rare color. Also, matte finish. I love that, and it's quite simple, and it matches the logo pretty well. It's not like it's very clean. It's not the most, I'd say, creative, but I think it does well. It's very, very nice in game as well. Because sometimes when you look at a car from the back, because that's where you see a lot of the time, you think, oh, this doesn't look anything like what I expected. But this one's, it does exactly what you think it would do. So I've got a number 9.
I really like that one as well. But that's good. That's nice. Right, my number 9. We need to go all the way down to South America. The only South American team in Rocket League.
Wait,
That's my number 9.
so you've gone for Furia number 9?
Yeah. See, in game, like not the shop. The shop, it looks beautiful, right? But in game, I genuinely think this might become the try-hard car.
I totally agree with you there. Why? Well, the reason I think you're right is because it just feels so fast when you're in game
Yeah.
with it. I feel like it's
Like
those
the-
lines pointing forward. It looks like
that's
the
exactly
paint's
what I
almost
wanted
like
to say.
falling off the back because you're moving so quickly. So it feels like a really quick car when you get in game with it, and it's going to be a
Yeah.
sweat car. Like people are going to be playing this with a black profile picture, full stop username, guaranteed. It's a fast
Johnny.
one. Yeah, that's me right now. the profile picture. But okay, so this is interesting though. I didn't expect either of those to come so early, but I'll leave it at that for now. My number 8 is again, I'd say pretty different. It is Torrent, and I will say this one grew on me because I was making fun of this one when we did tier lists. I didn't like in the poster the kind of Tetris in the back with the finer detail, but I think it works really well in game. I didn't think
That's
this one
quite
was
a
going to be in
shock.
my top 10, but when you get in game, it's super clean, and it doesn't. It's very shiny in the menu, but actually in game, it's not as shiny as that, which is a big win for me personally.
So Torrent, right, I'm going to quickly get it on Backy's Mod.
Okay.
Where is it? Right, okay. I want to go in game and look at it because
Yeah,
I
for
actually
sure.
said to like my chat before we started streaming together, like I actually like this, but the black is just way too shiny. If the
Yeah,
black
wait till you
wasn't
get in
shiny,
game. It's quite subtle, actually.
it's oh my god, it's actually really nice.
Do you see it now?
I couldn't test all the ones in
Yeah.
in game, but yeah, this is actually very nice. Even looking from behind the QR code on the
Yeah, the
on
QR
the
code.
spoiler, it looks really nice.
It
Man.
does, yeah. It looks so much better in game, and that's why you have to see them in game to see what it actually looks like. Somebody's saying test it in a daytime arena. That might be a good idea, actually. Let's switch it to daytime. But yeah, even in daytime, not too shiny. It's quite subtle, so I really, really like Torrent. And I think this one also gets bonus points because out of all of the decals that are kind of a bluey color, this is one of the more, turquoise lime blue, not the typical dark blue that a lot of orgs have gone for. Like
Yeah, I
dark
like
blue,
that.
black and white are so overused, so this lighter blue I really like it as well.
I genuinely think I'm going to buy this one. I didn't
There you
think I was
go.
going to buy it,
We-
but I think I'm going to buy it now.
Torrent, I want some royalties in that one. I literally just, that's the power of an influencer coming in. We got Toasty to buy it.
Alright.
Although creator codes don't
You
work
said
on the shop, do they? The esports shop. So
No, they don't, sadly. But I mean, at least the esports, like your favourite esports teams, will be getting some money, so
yeah,
that's pretty good.
for sure, for sure. Okay,
Someone
this
in
was
my
my number 8, right? What was yours? You didn't
Yeah.
say your number 8 yet.
Right. Someone in my chat is saying that they feel as if it's an overdone Sonic's decal. I actually like this better.
I did compare this to Sonic Decal, I will admit. Like, I was putting these pretty much head to head when I was thinking about it, and in the menu, I rate the Sonic's one more because it just looks too shiny. The Torrent one looks too shiny, but in game, I don't know. Torrent just works really well. I think it looks better in game, so I put it in. Spoiler, ahead of Sonic's. I don't have Sonic's in my top 10 anymore. Sonic's is clean though, very
Oh.
clean. But
I
I
actually
thought
don't
Sonic's
have
would be my top
Sonic's in my
10.
top
I
10.
replaced it with Torrent.
Oh, cool. Right. My number 8 is Dignitas.
Okay, so we had I had it at 10. You've got it a bit higher. Pretty close there, in fact.
Yeah. But
Fred
yeah,
Lewis Yoga, thanks for the Prime,
we've
dude.
already spoke about it, so
Yeah,
I guess we could just move on. Yeah, number 8
so that's
in
number
my
8.
list.
Okay, so number 7 for me is going to be Xset, which, same as Torrent, I didn't like it in the menu as much because it's very, very shiny, and I
Where
thought
is
that was,
exit?
I think it's right at the bottom,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
all the way at the bottom. So I thought it was going to be really shiny, and it is in the menu, but kind of, I think this is just a very, very similar one to Torrent. When you go in game, it looks so sick. I've got to rate it. Like, it looks great from the back. I think it plays pretty quick, feels
Here,
fast. I think it looks
this
really,
looks
really clean.
this looks exactly like the NRG, the old NRG decal, the very first one.
Yeah, that's my favorite NRG decal. The original NRG decal. That's my favorite one from NRG. And this is the same color scheme. I like red, but you know, I think I'll just go for a mini spoiler again. Out of all the red decals, I think this is the best one
Oh,
that have been added. I think there's like 5 or 6, and most of them
see,
I think are just too busy, too much going on, too like, I don't know, too much detail. This one's like cleaner.
this is actually very nice in game. Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
may
had
as
to
well
try
just buy
these in
every
game. I didn't have
decal.
Xset or Torrent in my top 10, and I saw them in game. I was like, actually, these are really good. I could see myself playing with this for sure.
Yeah, that's really nice. Right. So my number 7 is actually Ground Zeroes at number 7.
Okay, so I had that earlier as well.
Yeah, but you had that number 9, didn't you?
9. So yeah, actually, my 10-9 was your 8-7, Dignitas Grind 0. We're pretty close on these.
True, actually. I just think
Everybody's
this game is so. This one is so clean, man.
yeah.
It snuck up on me at the last second, actually.
Mm.
I just changed it at the last second. It was really nice.
People are comparing Xset to Giants, by the way, but I think Giants is a good example. Like, I think it's pretty cool. I think it's decent, but I just prefer the cleaner, more simple Xset look. I don't know. There's too much going on with Giants for my personal preference. But if you like Giants, that's cool. You know, if you've got a totally different top 10, more power to you. Like, don't
It
get
is quite
influenced by
nice
the
in game,
influencer.
actually.
Yeah, Giants it's good. I think I might have actually had this as my second best of the red decals, but Xset is my favorite of the red
Right, so can I
decals.
go for number 6? Because I've got a surprise.
Okay, yeah, you could do number 6 first.
Right, so my number 6
This is way too
is
heavy, chat.
actually one that I put in F tier.
What?
Yeah,
How's it gone from F tier to
I
top
think-
6?
I think I put it in F tier. I'm sure I did. If it wasn't F tier, it was B, I think was the next one up for me, or C or something like that.
Mhm.
But
Okay,
yeah,
what you got?
so it was Endpoint.
Endpoint, really?
Endpoint's Octane is beautiful. Like, I hated it on the
Endpoint.
picture, but see the actual, like, see in the shop, it
Yeah.
looks so nice, man. I've not actually tried it, like, in game yet, but
Get in game, see what you think.
yeah, I'll have a
Yeah,
look
I'll
at-
tell you what put me off with Endpoint. I love the matte finish. I love the the design is pretty cool. I think it matches their logo decently well with like the kind of, you can see the end of a hexagon on the roof of the car, but I don't know. I was so put off by the spots. I don't like the spots at all, personally.
Oh,
But
really?
it is unique. I'll give them that. It's pretty unique. I think only KC did that. Carmine Corp and Endpoint.
Yeah, but I think it goes like much better with Endpoint though. Like,
Oh yeah, I
don't
think out of
know.
those two, yeah, I would say Endpoint is better than KC for sure.
I quite like it in game actually.
I still, even after I've looked at it again right now, it doesn't make my top 10 personally, but that's cool. That's a shout I wasn't expecting from you because you had it in F.
Yeah, yeah,
You really liked the old Endpoint and you were like, nah, the new one, not for me.
yeah. The new one, I was very disappointed, but yeah, it's so nice in game, man. I really like it.
That's your number 6. Well, I've actually forgotten. Oh no, I remember I had number 6. So this one for me, I thought I would have it higher. Still in my top 10. Still really like it, but in game it actually didn't for me look as good as it does in the menu and in the poster. So it's number 6, True Neutral. I had this as
Oh.
maybe like top 1, 2, 3 kind of range when I did tier list. But the reason I don't like it as much is because although it looks, I think it's super sick. I think it's the best looking decal, from the front, like in the poster and in the menu. But when you turn it around, it is just so like overpoweringly white from the back. It looks like, do
Ah,
you know
right,
what it looks
okay.
like? It looks like, you remember when you used to go into free play, you no matter what your car design was, you would just be in a white car. It
Yeah.
looks like that when you're playing from it behind. It just looks like the old free play car, which is pretty clean. And I still like it. It's top 6 for me. I've got it number 6, but
Oh.
I don't have it as high as I thought I would. Because I thought there would be just more black from the back. I thought it would be more like a black and white look from behind, and that's what you mostly see when you're playing. But it's very much just a white and grey kind of thing.
Yeah, like
I like it though.
I see
Really,
what
really
you
good
mean,
decal.
but I quite like it. But it's actually not even on my top 10.
Really? You didn't put this in
Yeah,
your top 10?
and I think I put it like either A or S when we
Yeah,
done our tier
you
list.
must have, because I think we agreed this was like super sick, and I
Yeah,
still think it looked the best in the promo stuff.
I did buy it because it does actually look quite nice, but it's not in my
Mm.
top 10.
I would play with this. All the ones in my top 10, I can see myself playing with, except like Dignitas. That I'll have to, I've acquired a bit of a, respect for it because they've gone completely yellow like no one else. Like I think Vitality were the closest to going this yellow. Dignitas were just full send on the yellow, and I respect that, but I still probably need a bit more time to, get used to that before I'll play in it. But every other one in my top 10, I think I would play with. Like, I would play ranks with. I
Ah,
would just hop in and I'd feel like, yeah, this is a fast car. Like, yeah, grind 0. Definitely from Torrent onwards. Torrent, Xset, True Neutral, they all feel fast. So I'd play with them.
yeah, yeah.
All right, what did you have number 5? You can stay going ahead here.
Right. Okay. I'll switch to it in game. Um, so number 5, it's not actually as high up as probably most people would have thought from my tier list, but
hmm
FaZe Clan.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you did have this very high. This was like one of your absolute favorites, the FaZe Clan.
I mean, top 5 is like definitely top favorites, but it just wasn't as nice as the next 4.
hmm
And my 4th one is also like a big surprise. Well, I don't know if it's a big surprise, but it wasn't that high on my tier list.
Yeah, FaZe Clan, I know this is going to be a super popular decal because I know that, when it comes to, fashion and just merch, this is something that FaZe are, what do you call it? They're making and selling, so people will want their
Yeah.
car to match their FaZe merch. But I don't know, not for me personally. I never wear anything like this. I don't know, this has never been my style in real life or in game. It's just way too messy for me. I like the clean designs, but I think this is going to be popular. I think I'm in the minority here when I say that I don't like this one. For me personally, I think this is going to be super popular, and I think they've done a really good job with it. But you've got to be able to acknowledge that. You've got to be able to acknowledge that I might not like this, but I know this is going to be a good one, and they've done a great job,
Yeah.
which I think they have. But for me, it's like from the back, it looks pretty good. I don't know. I don't see how messy it is from the back, so I'm okay with it. But as soon as I turn on, I'm like, like
I
it's a
liked
mess.
it.
Like when I turn Valcam on, and then I'm not looking from behind the car anymore. I'm looking at the front. I'm like, oh my goodness, it's just I don't know, not my style personally. So that's why I haven't
Sav and
haven't got
Matchat,
it.
you're saying it looks like not clean. Sav and Matchat said it looks like it's been coloured in by a toddler.
Well, I mean they've deliberately gone for the messy style, right? Like it's not supposed to look like very polished and clean. It's supposed to look like messy. I don't know what this exactly is. Is it like a scratch or something, or
It's literally
a
just their
wave? I'm not sure.
camo.
Their camo,
Uh,
right?
yeah, on their esports jerseys.
Mm.
I quite like it.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be popular. So that was your number 5, right?
Yep.
Okay, my number 5, and I've gone for clean decals all the way through, is Rick's GG. Another one that I didn't expect to have in my top 10. But Torrent, Rick's, and Xset, I think really look so good in game. This I rated Rick's because they've really incorporated their logo and their brand into the design really well. But in game, this one is so sick, so it had to go top 5 for me. I think it's really, really good. It looks shiny in the menu. In game, it's really not as shiny. Like it's one of them. Some of the decals look super shiny in game. This one doesn't actually, so I put it up in my own personal estimation. Have you tried this one in game, Tosi?
I haven't tried it in game, but that's also in my top 10.
Oh, you've
actually
got
number
it
4.
anyway. No way.
That's
So you
number 4.
okay? You got this number 4. So that's your next one to
Yeah.
reveal.
Yeah.
Right, get in game with it. Back us about that and tell me what you think in
Oh,
game, because I think it looks
Feel-
super good in game. Like better
it
in
feels
game than the
decent.
menu. Feels fast. Feels very clean.
I don't know.
Good design.
I think I have bought this one. I'm not too sure,
Oh,
but
really?
I honestly think it looks better in the menu.
Oh, really?
In
Of
game,
course,
it's
you like the
not.
shine, don't you?
I mean, it's okay, yeah, but I don't know. In game, it just kind of looks a bit different.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still nice. I don't feel as fast with it, and
Yeah.
sometimes I don't even want to feel
I
fast.
don't
I
think
just
it's
want
the
my car
yeah.
to
I
look
don't think
good.
it's the fastest decal. Like we can decide what decals we think are the fastest at the end, maybe. But as far as like decals go, I really like this one. Top 5. It was your 4. Okay, so my 4, just so I can keep up with you here,
Yep.
is going to be Power, which is my favorite yellow black decal. 'Cause there's a few yellow black decals, like SSG went for that, Vitality went for that, G2 went for this, Dignitas. But I think Power have completely nailed it. It feels really quick in game, super clean. I think this is like one of my favorite camo designs I've seen. So for me, I don't think this will be a popular pick, but I've actually got Power as 4th best decal. Solid in
Do
the
you want to know
menu,
what?
super good in game. I love this.
Do you know what I've got? It's 3
You're joking.
power.
No way. So we're kind of in sync.
Oh,
You've gone for so we both had Rick's followed by Power. You're at 4-3. Mine's 5-4. That's crazy, actually. So we did not talk about this, chat. No, we did not look at each other's homework for this.
like I streamed my top 10, but I didn't actually show it on stream.
Yeah, and
so
I didn't. I tuned into your stream at one point, but I muted it so I could ask chat a question without getting anything spoiled. Yeah, for me,
I
Power
wasn't
is
even
so
talking
sick.
about it. But yeah, it's power is a very nice decal.
Is Power's
Like-
have their team even been announced yet?
I'm not too sure actually.
I don't even know what the team is, but I like the decal.
So I have power, like the decal with saffron Cristianos, and it
Oh, I've
looks
just
so
got
good,
default.
man. It
Default
looks
Cristianos.
so nice.
I can see how it'd be
Like
good.
default
Yeah.
as well. It looks really nice, but I think this is like one of the only decals that actually like really go with painted wheels.
Yeah. Yeah, this is sick.
This looks really clean.
So you've just revealed that as your 3rd. Roldays, I'll go through my whole top 10 in a minute, but we're going down one at a time right now. That's my number 4. This is my 4th favorite decal. So the 3rd favorite decal is Rebellion, which is I think they this is like kind of similar to Ground Zero, quite simple. Logo on the front, name on the side, very basic design, but I think Rebellion just did it a bit better. And I think it's just a really super clean design. It's green, so it gets bonus points, rare decal color, and yeah, this is so good. This
So
decal is sick.
Rebellion, you said?
Rebellion, yeah. This for me is
Let me
top
see.
3.
I think I got that. Oh, mate, it is nice. But it's actually not even in my top 3, even though we put
It's
this in
not even in your top 10 then.
top 10, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, so my second one, my top 2. Right, are we ready?
Yeah, what's your
This
second?
is a big surprise because
No
it
way.
looks amazing in game.
Okay.
PK.
PK. No
PK.
way.
It looks so good, man. Honestly, like in game,
Okay.
it looks beautiful. But like in the shop, it looks good as well. But in the pictures that we've seen that we rated the whole tier list on,
Yeah.
oh man, it's so nice.
So chat
like-
seems pretty torn on PK. They're saying some people love it, some people don't like it at all. So you think
I
it
mean-
looks good in the shop? I'll be honest, I don't see any synergy here in the shop. I'm like seeing straight lines in the back, curvy lines in the middle. Like, what's the design here? Is it straight line? Is it like a straight edge design? Are we going for curves? Bit of everything here, and it seems so random. Different font used in the logo and this. I don't know. I'm like too much of a nitpicker to like this. But I'll get in game. I'll take your word for it. You said
In-game,
always
it's
better in
nice.
game. Let's see. Okay. So comparing this one pretty much to Power and Dignitas, they were my yellow decals in the top 10. I don't think I like it as much as either of them straight away. I don't know. This one's just not for me. By the way, though, I think that the Legacy PK decal is probably the best
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
Legacy
it is.
decals, straight up number 1.
It is.
I wonder if I can show that. Let's see.
So someone in your chat
do have
is
it.
asking, did I not have this in F tier? I actually did.
What? How do you go from having them in
I
F
had-
tier and now top 2? You said
Well-
second.
Well, remember?
What?
Well, yeah, it's second in my top 10, yeah. But like, you know how, like the old one. I don't know if you're showing it on
I
stream,
am. I
but
am. I'm showing the old
the
one.
old one is so nice, man. And then I was so
Amazing.
like with that picture that Psyonix made, I
Hmm.
was just so disappointed, man. Like really, really disappointed. But once I seen it in game, I was like, oh, this isn't actually that bad. Like you don't see the PK on the front of it when you're playing that much, so
Yeah.
you see more
Yeah.
like the knights part on the side, and then like the back part, like where the yellow is.
Mm. Well, for me, I thought the old one is super clean. They integrated the logo into the design so well. Just awesome looking car, very unique. I love it. Probably my favorite of the legacy decals. Well, I like that one. I like the old NRG. Um, what else? I kind of like the old Rogue actually, and BDS actually. BDS. I think BDS, PK, NRG. The really old NRG were my top three legacy decals. Red, yellow, and the blue, pink. But so let me do my number two because you did your number two, and then we'll reveal our favorite decals. But my number two is Furia, which you had at number 10 or something, right?
What was that? Sorry, what was your
Furia,
favorite one?
Furia. Or did you have this at 9?
Yeah, I had that in 9.
9. I've got it at number 2, mate, because we talked about this earlier. I mentioned it earlier. So fast in game. This is going to be the sweatiest car, the car that all of the black profile picture, like Smurfs, are playing. Everybody trying to go anonymous. This is the car for them. It's such a sweaty design, and for me, I think it's the best out of all of the black and white decals by far. It's in-game super good, subtle camo, just like the Rebellion one. Love it. Top 2.
But isn't this kind of like the old NRG one that you didn't like?
Well, this one actually. So I'll tell you why I like this. I don't even have the old NRG one to show you, but the reason I prefer this to the old NRG is that it wasn't the old NRG just camo and NRG. It didn't have
Oh,
any
yeah.
like lines
Yeah,
on
like
it.
the old
So
one.
I like the lines because it kind of fits with the brand. Because
Yeah.
this is like a Puma or something on the front, and then it's got scratches like the Pumas scratch the car. So I really like that like nod to the brand. Yeah, I think NRG just went for a straight camo with NRG written on it. I was like, okay, so they've just stuck NRG on a camo design. Like no
But
creativity there. Downgrade
that
from
is
the OG
also their
NRG design.
but that is also their branding. Like you can't really forget that because
Yeah, I don't like
their
their branding
branding
then.
is
I guess I just don't like their
I
branding.
don't
It's
like
too
it.
it's
I
too
don't like it
basic.
either, so don't worry.
Like I like clean, I like simple, but not that simple. I mean, that's just where's the brand? It's just camo. You can't say that camo is your brand. You didn't invent camo. Like you gotta like do a twist on it, you know? I think that I feel like the old NRG decal was just wasn't it just a camo design, like a straight up taken out of Rocket League camo, like paint.
I don't know if it was taken out of Rocket League, but yeah, it was camo.
Like, it just looked like
It
this
was
to
camo.
me. I don't know if you can see my stream, but if this could be black, it just looked like this with NRG on it. So yeah, it looks
I
pretty
mean,
clean.
I
But
actually have that decal, so I could probably show it.
this is what I remember it looking like in my head. This is why I remember it was just like this, but black or something. Yeah, black camo, you can't get that in game. You have to pick a color, so it is, unique from that standpoint. But I feel like NRG
Oh,
have gone down the
it's not
safest
camo.
route. They just go the safest. Every decal they make now is just so safe because they want to sell as many decals as possible, which is really smart. Because you gotta sell decals, you gotta make a business, and it is black and white, so it'll feel pretty quick in game. The players are probably gonna like it as well. It's just a very easy to like decal. But yeah, I wanted to go my top 10 creativity and uniqueness definitely stood out for me. Okay, we
Someone in
haven't.
my chat is saying like you're saying you're going for uniqueness and stuff like that, and then they're saying that we actually had a lot of yellow and black and white decals.
I had two black. I had two black and yellow decals, Power and Dignitas. That was it. Dignitas was my number 10, and they only got in because they were like their main color is yellow. Like Dignitas are the only main color yellow decal. A lot of decals are like yellow as a secondary color or yellow as like a as a co-main color alongside black. Dignitas are like yellow mains, which is
Yeah,
unique.
yeah.
So I rate it. And it's in
I
it's in a category
honestly,
of its own.
I honestly like I love colors and stuff like that, but I think it's more about the pattern and stuff like that. It doesn't matter if it's black or white or yellow and black or whatever. It matters more about the pattern for me.
Okay,
But
yeah.
saying that, my number one
Oh,
for
pause
if
still. See,
that's
let
what
me
it
let me
is.
do mine
Okay, okay,
first
okay.
because I accidentally
Oh,
leaked it already. So chat
oh,
already
right, I
knows
see.
what it is because I accidentally leaked it right at the start because you said that V1 was your number 10, right? And then I accidentally revealed that my number 1 is V1. So your number 10 is what I have at number 1, and your number 9, Furia, is what I have at number 2. So we kind of went backwards on those. But yeah, I've got V1 number 1. Unique
Oh,
color,
aye, that's pretty bad, actually.
really clean design. You know, it's one of the designs that they've gone for quite a lot of detail, but still managed to have it look very, very clean at the same time, which is impressive. Very unique.
So
Only
how does
purple
this look?
decal.
I'm going to go in the
Unbelievable
game.
in game. Love it. Best one, I think.
Oh, I don't actually like this in game.
Why not? What's wrong with it?
Oh, I don't know, man. I wish the purple was like bright instead of like.
Ah, okay,
I
yeah.
honestly,
That's a
honestly
preference
just
thing.
think,
Because I like
yeah,
the
yeah.
subtle, I like the dark, and you would like it as brighter. So yeah, I can see what you mean.
Like I definitely think it should be more fluorescent.
People saying that some
Almost.
people for V1 it's a slow decal. I don't think so. This feels fast for me in game because it's got a lot of detail on it, but all the detail's quite subtle, so it doesn't catch your eye and make you feel like you're driving a big heavy car. So I feel like heavy cars in Rocket League are like the reason that I think they feel heavy is because there's too much like eye-catching stuff on them. That's why like big chunky wheels feel heavy and big, you know, new cars that come out with a bit sticking out of them feel heavy. This doesn't feel like it's got anything sticking out of it. Like I feel like it blends really well. I don't know, for me it feels pretty fast.
Right, number 1.
Yeah, what's
from
your
the
number
Toast
1?
Man.
Wait, let me see if I can guess. What have you not
I
done
mean,
yet?
right, let Johnny guess. Everyone, don't say.
I'm not looking at my chat. It's fine. I'm just going to look at my game.
Right, okay.
So let me go through my top 10 again. You said these. Okay, you said that's not in your top 10. You've got Power, you've got Rix. You said True Neutral's not in your top 10. I think Exa and Torrent you slept on. No way you have Ground Zero Dig. I honestly have no idea what it would be. Hold on, let me.
Someone in your chat's got it.
Okay,
Oh, two
I'm not
people in
looking
your
at my
chat
chat,
have it.
but let me look at the decals. What would you go for as number 1 here? You've already had Phase. I thought you might have Phase number 1, but you've already revealed that.
Ah, come on.
Is it if you're trying to be super like off the wall crazy, you're gonna say Renegades just to trigger people, but I don't think you're gonna do that.
No,
I
no,
think okay, I know what it's gonna be. I just scrolled through them. I know it's gonna be BDS because you've not said BDS.
Yes.
I know you're a big fan of the BDS
Ah.
one. It's BDS, isn't it?
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, man. It's literally the best color in the world, man. This is literally my favorite color.
Yeah, this color is definitely cool, but you know, kind of similar. It's like look at Torrent and then look at BDS. Same blue almost, but Torrent is more like
Torrent's more green.
yeah, it's got a little bit more green. But I had BDS, Torrent, and Sonics in the same category of like light blue, shall we say, light blue, little bit green in the Torrent one, but still similar enough that I put them in the same category. But out of those three, Torrent is my favorite. But I do rate BDS. It's like an honorable mention. Let's see it in game. Yeah, what do you like about this? Why is it your favorite decal?
I don't know, man. Like so blue, that blue, like kind of teal. I don't know what to call it, to be honest.
Sky
but
blue maybe?
yeah, sky blue kind of color.
Baby blue?
Favorite color. Then you've got the nice little hints of pink, like pink and blue, go very well together.
They do. Sky
And
blue
then
and pink are great together.
I really like this kind of orange yellow that the BDS writing on the side is in. And then like the little triangles or well, it's little arrows up the top. I just love what they've done with the entire car. And then
I
on
actually-
the side, like the black and white. I don't know what it is. I honestly just love it.
Yeah, this
I don't know how to
I
explain
think
it.
this is going to be another really popular one. Like I said earlier with Phase, you know, for me it's just too busy. That's why I don't have it in my top 10. But I think this is going to be super popular. I think BDS have done a great job making a decal that's going to be very well used and loved in the Rocket League community. But you know, we can all have our personal preference here, and yeah, Toastie's got this number 1. For me, it's like it missed out on top 10. But I think we had a couple like this where, you know, one of us featured it high, the other person didn't have it at all. BDS definitely a good decal. I respect it.
So
Very
Minisav
unique.
was saying again in my chat, BDS wins because they go all in on blue, whereas Sonics and Torrent use it as an accent.
Yeah, that's
I think
why
that might
that's
be
why
what
for
it
me,
is.
I mean, I think yeah, I respect that. Just like I respect Dignitas for making a big yellow car. BDS
Yeah.
made a big sky blue car. I respect that. But I wanted to put Dignitas were my okay. I'm putting this car in because they've gone completely all in on a non-black, non-dark color. But yeah,
Mhm.
BDS have also done that, so they're pretty close to Dig, in
Although
my
I
opinion,
will
for that.
say, the BDS car does not look nice in the Fennec. I think.
Let me see. I'll have to go to the item shop for this one.
Yeah, I'll need to go to the shop. I can't remember if it's the Dominus or the Fennec, but I think it's the Fennec that I don't like. I'll go check the now as well.
It's an S to Z Team BDS. I think a Dominus looks pretty cool. I don't know. I really like the Fennec, to be honest. I think it's nice.
I don't know what it is.
Completely honest, I
Fennec,
think the Dominus and the Fennec suit the BDS design more because they're more chunky, blocky cars, and it's quite a blocky and chunky design that they've gone for. Octane suits the flowy designs like Dignitas.
No, it actually does look really nice.
It does, right?
Like, I'm annoyed because I actually put beside all of my choices, like what cars they looked good in, and I deleted them all because you said we're only doing Octane, basically.
Yeah. I said let's just stick to Octanes because we're Octane mains and we want to make this simple. But there are, of course, other cars. There's Dominus and Fennec versions of everything. Okay, Toastie, to summarize, go through your 10 to 1 more time. And I'll show them briefly on stream so people can see what your top 10 is, one after another. And then I'll show mine and chat can decide who had a better top 10.
Right. So, 10 is
Good.
V1.
Okay, so number 10, V1. There it is.
Because I'll explain quickly. Because the purple I thought was going to be much brighter, and I thought it might have been glossy, the purple, but the black would have been nice the way it is. So that's why that's my top 10.
What was your 9? It was Furia, right?
Furia was 9. It's just really nice. I just think it's a little bit boring, but I mean, really do think it's going to be some like tryhards car.
Yeah, agreed.
And ranked.
What was like 8 for you again?
8 was Dignitas.
Yep.
I really do like this one. I probably could go higher, but I think 8's a good spot for that one. For me.
What was 7?
7 is the good old Aussie boys. Ground Zero Gaming. It's very clean. It follows the Octane's body like so well. I don't know. I think that's the only reason, to be honest. And the colours obviously are really nice.
All right,
and
so
it goes
what about
with
6?
the branding. 6 is a team that I think I put on F tier, and it's Endpoint. Endpoint's Octane is beautiful, man. I love it.
I did not expect that one. Okay, what do you got? Top 5 again? What's your 5?
5 was FaZe.
All right, I thought you'd put it higher, but yeah.
I just like the FaZe one because it's on brand, and I think it looks nice.
And then 4?
4 was back to EU for Rix.gg.
Yep. And then 3, or if you want to explain.
3, no, it's fine.
Okay.
3 is, I think, America? Power?
I don't think that team's even been revealed yet. I don't know who Power is, but yeah, pretty cool decal.
Yeah, it's NA, but the decal is so nice, man.
And then top 2, you had, what was second?
PK was number 2, even though that was an F tier as well.
I couldn't believe PK or Endpoint made your top 10 after the last time we did this, but you love them.
But in game, it's so much nicer than it looks in the actual shop. But I really, really, really do like that one. And then the first one,
BDS, right?
Is BDS.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely beautiful car.
So that's Toastie's top 10 in order. My top 10 was Dignitas, who we actually ranked pretty close to each other. Then I had Ground Zero at 9. We also ranked this one pretty closely. I had Torrent at 8 and Xset at 7. These are 2 that Toastie did admit that he probably slept on a little bit, but they didn't make his top 10. I had True Neutral 6. Also, you didn't have this top 10, but you gave it a good shot. You tried this one out. You just didn't like it enough for top 10.
I've actually bought it, but I don't think it gets to go into top 10.
Yeah. So I didn't.
Know.
So my 876 weren't in Toastie's top 10. Rick's we both had very high. I had it 5. You had it 4, I think. And then I also had Power 4. You had them 3, so very close on their 5-4. Then I had Rebellion 3. They didn't make your top 10, if I recall. You chose the Ground Zero as your green-black decal, but I had both. I like Rebellion and GZ so much I put them both in there. And then I had Furia 2, which you had at 9, and version 110, which you had at 10. So we weren't completely flipped ends of the top 10 for those 2. Okay, chat. Who had the best top 10? Toastie or Johnny? And we'll leave that up for a couple of minutes. And there we go. Start poll. You guys have to vote here.
Oh, here we go.
People liked, so we did a tier list the other day of the decal announcements when they showed the posters of the decals before they were in game. We did a tier list, and chat liked Toastie's tier list more than mine
Yep.
by quite a lot actually. So you won that
Yeah, it
one.
was like 60% on my side and then 40 on your side.
Yeah,
It was pretty decent.
it's actually going backwards right now. I've got about
It is
60%
indeed.
of the vote here, so I might have flipped you. Might have flipped you around. Yeah, you can absolutely vote for Toasty because of accent. If that's what swung it for you, go for it. You can do that.
I love how every time someone puts toasty in the chat, it just comes up saying no.
Wait, why does it say no? I can't remember. Oh, it's probably because I yelled Toasty no
Oh,
or
what?
something
All right.
like on stream one day. Now Nightbot's yelling no as well. So yeah, that was Toasty. Like I said earlier, good friend of mine. He's been a part of my stream, doing like little cameo appearances on my stream for years, and you should definitely check him out. He's full-time streaming as well now, trying to grow his channel. So give his name a click in the chat right now, give him a follow, and I'm gonna raid him in about 5 minutes as well. So definitely show him some love. He's provided tons of entertainment on the channel here over the years. He's just a great guy. Living in Germany now. He's from Scotland like me. Moved to Germany with his now wife, which is really cool.